So what's it like flying over New York City in a helicopter with the doors wide open? If you ever wanted to do this highly rated bucket list attraction, you've come to the right place. I'll explain everything to you, from how to book the flight to what to bring with you, some of the negatives they don't tell you about, and how to have the most amazing time when you're hurtling around Manhattan risking certain death. Kind of. You've seen the videos, the social media adverts and the reviews on YouTube, and you want to fly around New York City in a helicopter with the doors wide open. But how do you do that? Well, the first thing you'll need to do is book with a company called Fly NYON. I believe they're the only company around New York City that actually offers this particular experience. Go on their website, but my advice to you is wait. They seem to have rotating sales on their helicopter flights pretty much every week, so you'll need to wait until the flights are 70% off, as this is the best time to book them in my experience. Buy the basic package of a 15-minute flight, and then wait for them to upsell you a 30-minute flight at the desk when you get there. It's usually a little bit cheaper that way. Ideally, and if you can help it, you want to book a date where the weather is warm, because as you can imagine, it can get pretty cold up there. Contrary to its name, Fly NYON isn't actually in New York. It's actually in some random industrial estate in Kearney, New Jersey, and I highly recommend that you get an Uber or taxi directly to its doors. I tried to use public transportation, which turned out to be a complete nightmare. Being stuck in a New Jersey bus terminal with no help whatsoever really sucked, and I ended up having to give up on public transport anyway and take an Uber, otherwise I would have missed my flight. The building itself doesn't look like any airport that you've ever been to. It kind of looks like some industrial unit, but it's only when you go inside that you realize, wow, these guys actually have helicopters? Once you've checked yourself in at the check-in desk, this is the point where they sell you any upgrades, and I recommend that you upgrade your flight to 30 minutes. And this is your chance to hire a camera if you don't already have one. You'll then be walked into your safety briefing, which you'll actually need to pay attention to, just in case things go wrong. For example, what to do if your seatbelt comes off mid-flight, so pay close attention. If you're early, you get to check out this nice lounge, complete with free Wi-Fi. And when they call you up, it's time to lock up all of your belongings in these lockers right here, use the bathroom to pee, or throw up if you're scared, before they start strapping you up. This is also the point where they start attaching your phone, or cameras, or recording devices to your safety harness. It's impressive how many people from all the way across the world have actually done this. You'll get one more safety briefing, and then you'll be physically tested on the safety procedures, so that you know exactly what to do in the unlikely event that things go wrong. You'll then jump on a bus that will take you to your helicopter. And once everyone is strapped in and the pilot's happy to go, that's where the magic begins. I'll be honest, it's freaking amazing. It literally is exactly as advertised. The doors are wide open, you feel that there's nothing separating you from the actual buildings themselves. It's super cool, and the fact that you can stick your legs out for most of the flight is freaking awesome. It feels like you're on the inside of a cinematic drone, and New York City is so cool when you can see it from the air with your own eyes. There is one thing about the shoe selfies that they don't tell you about, and it's that whilst you can stick your legs out of the helicopter, you can't stick them out for very long. Because of the wind from the sky and the helicopter blades, etc., it literally batters your legs into submission, and it tries to push you back into the helicopter cabin. So it's hard work keeping your legs out for a sustained period of time. But this also means that you never feel completely unsafe at any point, because the wind will push you back into the cabin. The flight goes by far too quickly, and a 30-minute flight seemed like it only lasted 8 minutes. But nevertheless, it was definitely amazing, and it's not long before we're turning back all the way to New Jersey to land on terra firma. Once the helicopter lands and the rotors stop, it gives you an opportunity to have selfies with the helicopter before walking back to the bus and riding back to the Fly NYON office, where you can collect your belongings and away you go. And by the way, I'm not paid by Fly NYON. I actually did this for my 40th birthday. Yes, I'm that old. But I totally recommend this company for your flight around New York City. If this video has inspired you to add this to your bucket list, book now and I think you'll have an amazing time here. Okay Nin, I'm sold. What do I need to do? Well, you need to book your flights with Fly NYON. Go to their website and basically wait for the prices to go to 70% off before you book. And usually that comes around every few days or weeks or so. The cost? Well, it's not cheap. I think I paid just under $300 for mine, but the prices vary depending on the time of day and how long you want to fly for. Whatever the amount, it was worth every single penny. Is there anything else I need to know? Yes, there's one bad thing they don't tell you about. On every single flight, there are 6 passenger seats. There are 2 seats that you won't be able to stick your legs out of the door. That's this seat right here, front right facing backwards, and this seat right here in the middle because you're sandwiched by 2 other people. You can pay for a shoe selfie guarantee so that you get one of the nice seats, but if you don't want to pay for that, you just have to hope and pray that you don't end up in one of these 2 seats. If you're a content creator like me, don't try and be a hero and do too many things with your devices. I made the grave mistake of trying to take photos and videos with 2 separate devices simultaneously. And unfortunately, because my big camera didn't have stabilization, the video on it was pretty much ruined. Have one dedicated video camera taking the videos, with image stabilization and recording in 4K and at least 50 frames a second, and one nice camera taking raw photos. Don't ruin your footage like me because you're trying to do too many things on the fly. No pun intended. As with any helicopter ride, they can cancel your flight at short notice due to bad weather. So please bear this in mind that if you're only in New York for a few days and the weather is bad, you might not be able to fly at all for safety reasons. You'll obviously get a refund or a chance to reschedule your flight. And finally, if you are coming to New York, please be sure to check out my upcoming New York City guide right here. I guarantee you'll find it amazingly helpful like all my other guides. Overall, you'll have an amazing time here at Fly NYON. The staff are amazing, especially Christina right here, and the experience is second to none. Definitely add this to your bucket list. If you have found this video helpful, please be sure to like, share and subscribe. Comment on that comment section below, and if I get any other bucket list ideas you want me to do, tweet them at me, and if I get enough suggestions, I'll go ahead and do that. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.
Hey Christina, give us a smile and a wave. I'll post that too.